poor and crippled and blind, lame. And the servant said, Sir, what you have commanded has been done, and still there is room. And the master said to the servant, Go out to the highways and hedges, and compel people to come in, that my house may be filled. For I tell you, none of those who were invited shall taste my banquet. Now, this is going to be the only portion of how the orality part works, is that part 3 of it. But they would continue on with that, and they would have a lot of questions and answers. But we're gonna go through the way we do in the Western world, where we have a pastor come up and share about that as we sit and listen. That's the difference between the Western world and the oral culture, where they like to get more involved and have back and forth discussions. So just wanted you to get a little bit of a glimpse of that. Thank you all for participating in this. Pastor Chad is going to come up, but you guys just wait a minute here, because I think there's something yet for you guys.
Right. Thank you. Let's give another hand for Paul and our wonderful volunteers. And how amazing these kids did up here with their role of, you guys were the listeners. You got to all sit and listen to Jesus tell that story. And Pastor Paul, I'm actually going to give you one more job to do. You guys can go over and see him for a little special treat. And Amanda, send them up too, of course. Well, as they do, if you have a Bible along with you, or if you want to take a Bible from in the chair in front of you, if there's one there, turn to Luke chapter 14. That's where we find this story, the great banquet, Luke 14, starting at verse 15. And we're not going to take time to read this again right now. I'll reference some of the different verses, but we already heard it, and we saw it acted out a little bit here. But we're going to take a closer look at the meaning of this parable. I mean, a parable is a story that teaches, and of course it has meaning to it. And part of the job of the listener is to hear it, think about it, and to ponder what the teacher is trying to tell us. And so that's what we're going to continue to do here this morning as we